Both of ours beeped normally, and then a few seconds after hers, an alarm sounded. So there was a small delay, and
Yeah.
then a noise came, and then then the man who had been scanning our tickets got all agitated, and then two big men ran up and pushed us inside a door.
America, TPS, temporary protected status. Apparently, for the first time in 16 years, one word, temporary. People are acting like the government invented a brand new betrayal here. It didn't. The word's been sitting there the entire time since 2010 in plain English, doing absolutely nothing to hide itself. The same week that everybody's shocked that temporary actually means temporary, they're also shocked that TSA talks to ICE at airports, which is like being shocked that the DMV talks to police when you show up with the fake ID.
Reports say the latest ICE crackdown will target Haitians as more than 300,000 lose their temporary protection status, or TPS, with arrest and deportations potentially starting as early as today. The Haitian Times reports officials are expecting about 1,000 deportees per month.
What is up, guys? Tyson DeLaCruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Here is the plain version, and I'm not going to make this next part up. TPS for Haitians started in 2010 after an earthquake, and it got renewed and renewed and renewed again and again. 16 years, the government kept saying temporary, temporary the entire time, the exact same way that you guys remember the black cable box would have a temporary glitch and it would unlock some premium channels, if you know what I'm talking about, some pay-per-view for maybe a couple days. I knew, at least deep down inside in my soul, that it was going to end. And it was going to end someday soon, okay? And you watched it anyways, and you enjoyed it, and you did not at any point draft a 5-year plan assuming that Cinemax and Red Shoe Diaries was going to be permanent on your black cable box, okay? And yet here we are watching entire advocacy groups build 16-year business models off the word temporary. And it was printed directly inside the word TPS, temporary, like a warning label that nobody bothered to read. Now, you guys, I come from a city where everything is temporary. The buffet deals, temporary. The free drinks while you're gambling, temporary. The guy who swears that he's only in town for one hand, temporary. Nobody in this city ever once mistaked for now for forever. Apparently, that is a skill. And here's the part that should hopefully make you laugh before it makes you mad. This isn't just a Haiti problem. The exact same temporary status already expired for people from Afghanistan, Honduras, Nicaragua, Venezuela.
Well, Haiti isn't the only country impacted. Over the past year, the federal government has moved to end temporary protective status for nationals from several countries like Afghanistan, Honduras, Nepal, Nicaragua, Cameroon, and Venezuela, affecting hundreds of thousands of immigrants across the country.
6 different countries, 6 different shocking news cycles. They're shocked that the temporary status finally stopped. The same word in the title every single time. At what point does the pattern stop being a plot twist here? If your cable finally gets shut off after 16 years of temporary, you don't call your lawyer. You just move on. And down in Springfield, Ohio, you remember that, when the Haitians were eating the dogs and eating the cats, a local politician went on camera and suggested Haitians should take what they learned here in the United States and go back to Haiti and make Haiti great again.
And maybe they can help improve the status in Haiti by trying to implement and trying to be leaders and saying, let's bring some of those values into our native land and let's make Haiti great again.
That airport in Ohio ran over 130 deportation flights since late April. 130. That's not a rare occurrence here. It's basically a regional airline at this point here. Now, you guys, we got to talk about the airport thing that everybody suddenly miraculously discovered, like it's classified material stolen from Area 51. TSA sharing information with ICE. It's not a leak, okay? Left lamestream media It's an actual signed agreement. And here's the punchline. American Oversight, a group that leans heavily left, had to file public records requests just to get a copy of the document that's apparently been operating this entire time. We know this. And we covered this on this channel. It's been going on for a while.
That agreement was finally released on Tuesday. It says ICE will share information with TSA to identify individuals of interest to ICE in furtherance of its law enforcement mission. Much of the agreement is redacted, thanks to that B7E exemption, which means the section would disclose law enforcement techniques and procedure.
Here's the punchline and sinker. Federal agencies whose entire job description is airport security shared information with the federal agency whose entire job description is immigration enforcement. This isn't a scandal. This is a job description working correctly. And somewhere out there, an entire outrage cycle got built on a shocking discovery that 2 government departments are, in fact, allowed to talk to one another. This is the same performance outrage every single time. The cameras are rolling. Somebody gasps on the microphone about ICE ambushing people at the gate. Ay, my abuelito, ICE, ay, la migra. You can't do this. My abuelito's a citizen. My abuelito's a citizen. Okay. And nobody stops to ask why a person who's supposedly terrified of ICE bought a plane ticket under their real name in the first place. Explain that. Here's the part that costs you the money in all of this, and it's not the part that people are screaming about. While 6 states of advocacy groups are staging outrage over a word that literally is temporary, over 200,000 people quietly did the smart thing, the boring thing, the adult thing. And guess what they did, you guys? They self-deported through a program called Project Homecoming. Just hold on, we're going home.
We're talking about Project Homecoming, which is separate from the thousands of undocumented migrants who have already left on their own. Now, Axios obtained internal data obtained about this program. They found that more than 200,000 people have either left or are now preparing to leave through that program. Now, the administration says it's a less expensive and more efficient way of removing illegal aliens from the country instead of arresting and detaining them.
200,000 people, and the ones who volunteered spent an average of 17 days in any kind of holding versus 15 days of the people who waited to get physically dragged into it. It's not a punishment. That's the exact same math of paying your parking ticket instead of waiting until you get a boot on your tire. One version costs you 17 minutes of your dignity. The other one, it costs you your car. Meanwhile, Border czar Tom Homan confirmed 60% of everyone arrested last year had a criminal record, and it was already the highest arrest total in the agency's entire history. And somehow the loudest reaction in the news cycle was reserved for a beeping boarding pass at the Denver gate. America, they spent 16 years calling it temporary, then act shocked when the temporary part ended. The same way that you'd act shocked when your free trial actually asked you for a credit card in 31 days. 2 federal agencies talk to one another like they're contractually obligated to, because they actually are. And that became a bigger scandal than 200,000 people who read the room and left on their own terms. You don't get to build 16 years of policy on a word, then act betrayed when the dictionary wins. Let me know what you think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.